do a lot of night videos, but I think my night videos are probably the best I do. Maybe it's because usually when I do them, I'm getting towards the end of my night. You know, you kind of, I don't know, let me not say that. Everybody has their moments where they get their thoughts. Some people when they take a shower or whatever, get up in the morning or whatever, listen to Majority Report this evening. They had a farmer on a snippet where a farmer was saying that he didn't believe that Trump was going to come after his workers, migrants in South Dakota, and how that wasn't going to happen, and how like he doesn't have enough people now, which is most places like that. And it's like a milking, when they milk cows on the farm or whatever. And he was saying how like if they do what Trump says he's gonna do, the country will shut down. People will have no food within 2 days. And I'm listening to Majority Report, listening to the old white man talk to the reporter, and it just hit me how irrational that was. Trump's been saying from day one that they're gonna, first day they're gonna start putting out tens of thousands of people, and now we're finding out they're not all criminals. They're just taking they're doing what I said would happen, a ham-fisted, rough way of doing it, because Trump don't care who he hurts. He sees law enforcement as a mechanism of coercion and of force, not as like delicate. Let's do everything legally. Let's have the law. And let's have the law enforcement come behind it. He sees, remember he said, just take the guns first? That's how he sees law. So, he's been telling you all this stuff, but you still think he'll get other migrants. He won't get your migrants, right? For some reason. Even though you voted for him. You know better than I do. You can't listen to his speeches that he was going after migrants. You voted for him anyway. We had this situation where you had migrants saying Trump isn't going to deport us. He's only going to deport Latinos who don't have families. Basically, if you have a family, you'll be safe. Well, Trump never said either one of those things. But even if he did, why do you think that'd be okay? Why do you think it's okay to deport migrants who don't have families? Why do you, you know what I mean? Like, even if that was I'm just going off it. It's not true. He never said those things. But even if he did, why would that be okay to you? It's delusional. You're operating upon a delusional way of thinking, and it's sort of putrid, actually. And that's just what I was thinking about listening to that, of how Trumpers, they vote and support a far-right fascist Nazi system. But when that animal, when that vicious animal turns on them, they can always come up with ways of, it won't happen to me. And it's almost like an abused woman. I don't know why I keep thinking about criminal justice. I keep thinking about that. Let's talk criminal justice. Of like, he won't beat me, or if he does, it's because I deserve it. I talked too loud, or I didn't make his food for him, or food wasn't warm, or I wasn't home when he wanted me to be home, or I didn't wear that outfit when he wear. Like, it's always downplaying it, but if the worst does happen, he beats my ass and gives me a black eye, it's my fault. And when he goes out here and does it to people out in the streets, I know he's violent, but I'll justify that too. Niggas in the street call that soldier-fire their woman, so they call it. Basically, when they get locked up, when the police finally run down on them out here and they get caught with big dope, and they do real time, years, the girl ain't gonna run out on them. Because think about it, when you in the streets, they ain't got no bank accounts in the streets. You ain't, and even if you do got a bank account, if you moving dope, there ain't no telling when the police might get you before you even get to the bank. So you might effectively have $5,000-$10,000 on the table when the police run up in on you. So you can't, that's what they call soldier-fine. And it's amazing that, to me, Trump has done to these white men the way gangsters do to their women. He's soldier-fied them. He's broken them to where he can tell them, I'm going to rape you, and they can still justify it in their mind that no, he's going to rape everybody else, not me, unless I do something to deserve it. That's the that's the mind of the Trump soldier, Trump supporter, excuse me. It's putrid. But even if you believe that, look at all the hoops your mind has to go through to think that and to justify that. Because I don't think anyone should have to be treated like that. Ain't for listening.